Here's something you probably didn't know. Try to file your taxes as early as you can. Doing so may help prevent you from becoming an identity theft victim. It could also help from someone else getting your refund. It's that time of year again. Taxes.
Yeah, you're running out of time. You've only got a few weeks left. It'll be here before you know it.
Jessica Eichenberg is an IRS certified tax professional and says with all the talk about tax reform recently, there's a lot of misunderstanding that goes along with it.
Most of your deductions stayed. Mortgage interest, mortgage insurance, premiums left but then came back.
But while many deductions remain the same, other things have changed, like the maximum amount of real estate taxes you can deduct.
Real estate taxes changed in the fact that it can't be more than $10,000. In Arizona, that's not typically a problem.
Deducting mortgage interest has also been a hot button. Earlier this year, there was serious talk about eliminating it as a deduction, but it remained.
There is a chance that if you file your tax return super early in that first 2-week time period, that you could have potentially missed out on a deduction that they later reinstated.
Another thing that might help is medical deductions here in Arizona. You may be able to deduct those expenses even if you thought you couldn't.
Your medical typically doesn't count for the federal because it has to be more than 7.5% of your adjusted gross income. But the state allows you to deduct it in its entirety. So you may not have enough to itemize for federal, but with that extra medical, you have enough to itemize for Arizona.
And there's a significant change when it comes to the child tax credit.
People who have children who are under the age of 17, that is very different because child tax credit doubled and the amount of income that you can make now for child tax credit widened.
And Jessica says don't forget about all the tax credits there are.
But Arizona also has some wonderful tax credits that most people are unaware of. They have a public school credit, a private school credit, a charitable organization credit, an adoption and foster care credit.
To help manage the confusion, she says it might be a good idea to have a professional look over your taxes this year just so you know exactly what you're getting into.
I think for this first year, it's really important to still have somebody look at it. You may not itemize for federal, but we want to for the state.
And here's a final tip. Have a tax professional make sure that you're having the right withholdings taken out. Too much or too little is not a good thing, particularly with the new tax reform. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on your side.